Okay, ladies and gentlemen, here is the senior 92 kilo open-ass fight that will be our last fight in Ring A. William John McCarton was debuted in the red corner by the Guildford AMA Boxing Club in Ireland. And Anthony Bunn, Red McCarton, Blue Bunn, his opponent from the Finchley Amateur Boxing Club, in the blue corner. With some of these amateur competitions, I believe the paperwork is often. What is read aloud is what is submitted. In the blue are Willie John McCarton, one of our Irish guests, and Anthony Ibekwe from Finchley. I am aware that the ring may seem little, but these two guys are very large. It's not a trick of the eye. Final Riviera Box Cup, weighing over 92 kilo. This is the last one. Let's get started. And it will be destroyed by bombing. You would believe that everything is going crazy here, wouldn't he? Weaving and bobbing, attempting to enter and deliver powerful left hooks and body blows. However, he gives Martin a nice punch before just cuffing him about from the right side, but he also ascends the center. Since McCartney is attempting to duck, dive, and come inside, the uppercut is the shot that he should employ. He must thus use caution, Mart. He doesn't want to duck onto a massive uppercut, really. He must make advantage of his feint, use cunning, and attempt to enter that jab and climb on top of whoa, he got away with that. To receive the uppercut, stiffen your right hand. Although Marta is taking it pretty well and shoots right back, it was a really good shot. These two go right to the point. Claps Matt, the pace is quick. For two extremely large guys, it's a quick pace. High pace indeed. Ibekwe's jab in the blue was good. Applause, McCarton is now in the southpaw stance. However, it switches back immediately. Applause. He got the round off to a rather quick start. As you might imagine, McCart was trying to make an early impression, an early dent, but I'm curious about his current feelings. Is he having second court, or does he think he caused that dent? Yes, friend. You're correct. He undoubtedly made an effort to make a point, didn't he? And he really deserves all the credit for a big KO. He wasn't really knocked down, out of his own rhythm and strategy. In fact, he has recovered rather well and made several impressive shots. In fact, they complement each other in a variety of ways. Sometimes you have no option but to tuck up and weather the early storm if someone is determined to come out at you and hurl the kitchen sink. You know? Otherwise, it's a 50-50 chance for whomever lands once you enter a swinging battle. Well, the uppercut is there. You said it was a right uppercut from a weight, Matt. That's the shot, I mean. You have a man who wants to roll beneath you, slip and slide, and then come in on you. Side, you want to attempt to timing him as he ducks and maintain the jab at that distance. Walk him onto the uppercut if you can. The major method is just throwing some very solid right hands there, so Martin's defense is fantastic. He doesn't block the uppercut or that one. McCarton. Yes, that right uppercut was terrific, then just looped it below and changed the attack. It's an effective uppercut. Martin's right hand was good, however. Yes, excellent first round. The semi-final was such a pleasant time yesterday. Well, Stewart faced up against the Finchley rival. They watched the other semi-final while standing next to each other, knowing they would be boxing each other. It was very excellent. You're thinking, God, lads, you're going to be tearing into each other in less than 24 hours' time. However, they were content to just enjoy. Over the years, I've seen that in amateur competitions. It's not that profound, yes. They just stood there, took in the boxing, and told each other a fantastic story. Now, where are we? On the corner of Ibekwe. It's just out of range. Shaw Murphy, if we wind it out fraction. Anyone who saw Anthony Joshua or Finchley as an amateur, and even years before that, when he was a terrific pro, knows what I mean. I believe Shaun Murphy used to be the British Commonwealth champion. Additionally, I believe that Shaun Murphy and Johnny Oliver are two individuals that deserve part of the credit for Anthony Joshua's success. Additionally, it's incredible that he continues to devote so much time and energy to his boxers down at Finchley. Well done, Shaun Murphy. There hasn't been much of a feeling out process in this battle. Martin didn't permit it if you waited all day, did he? As soon as the fight began, he ran across the ring and, as you say, attempted to have a significant impact on Ibekwe right now. Not to be surprised, but he had a good finish to the round. Ibekwe sunk a nice right hand downstairs there, which landed, and McCart just got himself trapped there at an awkward distance where he couldn't get close in a big way. He just pinged him with a right hand that was slightly swollen, I believe, on the left side around the eyelid of Martin. It was in a similar posture, with its back just touching the ropes, and it was exactly on the bell as you described. You can see that Mart McCartney, as they say, had his head in the bucket as he leaned slightly over his front foot. Ibekwe should aim to thread the uppercut through the center at that point by looping it below. He doesn't even need to look at it or overthink it. He only needs to toss it beneath. Martin's defense was strong. Gives you a high hand? Yes, he's done quite well there, Martin. He has been caught in the act. However, after you arrive and you want to throw, whether it's a left hook or a left screw shot, slid inside. Well done from yes, the difficult part is over. You're correct. You've put forth a lot of effort to get there. Claps. I think I've finally found a little rhythm, which Martin most likely needs to attempt to knock him out of right now. Yes, well done on the shot. He's doing a good job assembling those shots. As you can see, he has gears right there. He really put together those punches, uppercut, hook, hook, after he landed that shot and realized he was there. Uppercut, followed by left and right side changes, although you could see that he accelerated the speed a little. Yes, therefore not all things need to be hefty. He moved up after touching and touching. That was really beautiful. You're correct. That's right, also it was nicely detailed. Once again, he departs. Simply make contact with the shot, then on to the next one. I can tell you that William John McCarton has a lot of grit and desire because there were times when he was really stepping up the speed and shifting gears. Yes, but didn't he remain with him? Despite his inability to remain with him, he remained with him despite the punch force, demonstrating that his will hasn't been broken or even dissuaded. He's sucking up there, you see. He is at the top of his game. He is excellent. He's rough, you see. It's excellent. He's rough, you see. He is resilient. I hope it's okay to say this, but if you picture a Navy Doc, William John McCarton appears there as a scrapper from the 1820s. What a prankster. Right now, I wouldn't want to stand across the ring and gaze at that face. He seemed to be a very driven individual, yet look at him, gang to New York. Take a look at that face. This is also the riot act, in my opinion. Get inside him, please. The final one is this one. The final round of the day is this one. It's either now or never. Oh, he's here. Simply handle a little too quickly. The fact that he knows he needs this round, however, makes it excellent. He's emerging powerful, quick, and large, yet he only has to watch out that he doesn't get too careless. To avoid walking into a shot he doesn't notice, he must be aware of what is coming back at him. However, a huge manner switches pretty well. He doesn't continue to seek heads. He does go from the body to the body and back again. Yes, he is also skilled at using the same hand for switching. He will go to the left side, so repeat the right hook and right uppercut as I suggest. Gloves are a nice addition. Nothing intentional on Martin's part, in my opinion. There, he was in the midst of a flow and he simply got entangled. What may Martin discover here? Since not all of them are landing, Macon's defense is sound. He is attempting to enter this range by just riding them, taking them on the gloves, and riding the shots. However, you said that you must now make it pay once you arrive. Yes, precisely. Oh, McCarton's excellent right hand. That time, he discovered the solution. Is he able to go again? Claps. As you can see, fighters sometimes expend a lot of energy attempting to enter. They want to take a break by the time they arrive. However, I believe it's mostly due to his fluidity. We've seen a few single shots from other bouts today, but Anthony, he's really quite easy on the eyes when he's using higher weights. In a huge manner, yes, what a large man. He's so laid back, isn't he? So far, excellent. Is William John able to, however, did McCarton just dent him in the last moments of the Riviera Box Cup? Who will make the ultimate decision in this case? Ring A's last fight of the day. Because of the excellent punch output, they both have good engines. Well, that left hook narrowly missed. McCarton. It will undoubtedly be time off, but that's the 10-second clacker. We have a loose thread, I guess. We will immediately return to it. He's completing his work. He became fair. If something has damaged Ibekwe in the meantime, it may have an impact. To be fair, the right hand's IQ has been quite outstanding, yet these two have really put everything on the line, and it takes two to create a good battle. Excellent action. The last 10 seconds. Sky Sports' final 10 seconds of the Riviera Box Cup. Fantastic action. Excellent work. They stood at the bar and began discussing it yesterday, as if they were two friends, ended up hugging and battling it out. Excellent action. There, they have earned each other's respect, I was about to say. But didn't they already have that, in my opinion? And that was fought brilliantly, too. I believe the Box Cup is all we dreamed it would be. Additionally, that was a beautiful way to end it. Claps, that's it. Claps, applause, applause. Both of our combatants are grinning broadly, which is fantastic. Applause. And all the last crucial checks. Many pieces of leather were tossed there and many more were landed. I'd be happy to see that one again. They don't seem to want to do it today, but applause. We've been here for a while after all. They most likely deserved a little respite. Applause. We're nearly there, I believe. Claps. All right, gentlemen and ladies, the last compete in Ring A. Anthony Finsley was unanimously chosen as your winner in the blue corner. Excellent work, boy. That puts an end to our boxing. Many thanks. Ibekwe, Anthony. As previously mentioned, many of the submitted documents are not usually spelt correctly. To clear up any misunderstandings, Anthony Ibekwe is our winner. He then exits by going over the top rope. He will come down and join us shortly. I hope he's very happy with his efforts for the day. Claps, he's coming. Do you hear me? Anthony, listen to me. Winner of the Riviera Box Cup. You can absolutely hear me then. The battle was excellent. We kind of thought that the greatest would be saved for last. Quite entertaining to see. A great battle, well, requires two people, and it seemed to me that was kind of what you had come for, wasn't it? Yes. And it made up for a lot, especially because I only got into one fight here when I wanted two. Faced a tough, tenacious, and well-fit opponent, especially for a heavyweight. Getting the victory, I was unable to request more. However, a lot of those things you displayed yourself are about you. Excellent engine and fitness. I believe that one of the things we learned was how to attack fluidly, including how to strike, combine punches, and locate the target. There were many things to enjoy. What would you say? Is that one of your strong points? Not quite. No, my punches are coming together. It's always okay in training and sparring, of course. In my battles, I always have a little issue. Not so much today. I was aware because I was facing a formidable foe. An Irishman won, so I knew it would be difficult. For this one, I just had to go deep. I'm glad I managed to put it together. Yes, you performed admirably. What do you believe the future holds for you in this sport? What direction do you want to take your amateur career? Oh, there's nothing else to do. I'm going pro. Yes, I'm giving it my all. This is not a pointless endeavor. Made several concessions. I'm not doing this for nothing then. Yes, it's a great time to be a professional heavyweight after all. When do you anticipate that happening? Will you continue playing amateur sports to get a little more experience, or are the professionals nearby luring you in? As you can see, I performed rather well today, but there are a few things I should mention. I'm a touch rusty. I would thus give myself an additional 2 years. Then I'm prepared to start my career. It won't take long for me to review a few items. I hope that when we show you this tape in 10 or so years, you will have reached the pinnacle of success. But it's a long trip home for you today, Finchley. Well then, how will you celebrate? As usual with the pals, with the My Club's members all box well. We will all still rejoice even if none of us won. We all did a great job simply hanging out with the group. Yes, you did a fantastic job. We really appreciate you joining us. The Riviera Box Cup winner, well done. The Riviera Box Cup winner, well done.